Our next Titan Award winner is Ash Robbins, co-founder and CTO at Immergo Labs, an AI research scientist at UC Santa Cruz, which has a big night. UC Santa Cruz has a big night here. Ash Robbins sits at the strange and increasingly important intersection of living intelligence and machine intelligence. In 2025, he was recognized for first author research demonstrating goal-directed learning in cortical organoids. I look forward to explaining that. While also building tools that expand access to physical rehabilitation care, especially for remote communities. Welcome and congratulations, Ash Robbins.
Hello, hello. All right, let's get this started. Certainly, here's your revised 2026 Titans of Tech speech. Oh, wait, sorry. Some of you may know me as, or recognize me as that weird guy running barefoot through Wilder Ranch, and that was me. Some of you may also recognize me, or think you recognize me as the person in the show Severance or Parks and Rec. That's not me. However, that is Adam Scott, who did grow up here. But I came to Santa Cruz a little over 10 years ago, and it's been a wild ride. I've just kind of happened to so many different opportunities here. In my first year, I was studying robotics and cognitive science, and I met one of my really good friends, Miriam, who is in the back right there. And she introduced me to the professor, Mircea Tidorescu, who kind of changed the path of everything for me. I came in researching in my undergrad, tensegrity robots, soft robotics with kind of elastic-based ligaments. I started building exosuits that we actually used a wetsuit as a base and then put cables all over it to puppeteer people around. Then we went even crazier, threw those people inside of virtual reality and had them play games and stuff. And we had a lot of stroke survivors do this and actually saw that they would get a lot better throughout the whole kind of sessions. And then from there, we were able to do all sorts of stuff with machine learning and data to predict biomechanics of people. You can get joint angles and you can get muscular forces and balance and all sorts of things. But then when I went into grad school, it kind of shifted a little bit and I went to this whole different area. We got this big grant for biology and we started working with some amazing biologists. And what we started doing is we grew these miniature brains called organoids that are littler than the size of a pea. They have somewhere on the order of 1 million or so neurons in it. And you take these and you put them on tiny little electrodes and you can record from them and stimulate them. And of course, I basically chugged for like 5 years on this, whole PhD essentially. And I got them to basically do a basic controls task called cart pulls. So they were able to solve this, and the paper that I worked on for so long fully just got accepted and is about to be published in the next few weeks or so. So this was one of the first times basically getting brains outside of a body to fully learn something on their own, and I think it's awesome. Now, while doing all that, I made a really, really wise choice, which was starting a whole startup with completely unrelated material and everything. So early on when COVID was kind of happening with some of my lab mates, me, Mike, and Aviv, who are also in the back here, we took all of our inspiration from our biomechanics and our human body, and we realized that during COVID, there was a big lack of 2D telehealth, specifically for like physical therapy or any movement type of care. So we found out you could take people and you could put them in a virtual room and have them be represented and have the physical therapist meet with them. So they can act as if they're in the same room. They can look at them kind of like Iron Man, where you have this hologram over and you can just see all this data. The same type of data you would get out of like tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars of biomechanical like lab. And it's been going really great. We got our first users on. We got a whole batch of them pretty recently. We're working with the VA. We have a whole study where we're taking on about 60 veterans. Aviv and I got recognized for Forbes 30 Under 30, and we just kind of... and it's been going so fast. We raised money through our grants, and we're actually raising money now. So if you happen to know any investors, lead them over here. But the coolest thing is like, I love building things and I love like puzzling around, and I've just been doing it out of passion, but it happened to turn into all these things. But right now we had one of our users come on And he's had back pain for 10 or 15 years, never went and got it checked out or anything like that. He used our platform for just a few weeks, and he's like, wow, it's gone. I would never have done this, but now it was accessible, and I was able to do it, and he's fully healed and everything. And that's amazing. Thank you. So the moral of this story is that Santa Cruz has brought on some amazing opportunities, and I couldn't have done this without everybody's support in the whole community. And if you're interested in AI or biological intelligence or representations of the human body or any of this weird tech stuff, or if you're terrified by it, I'd love to chat with you. So, so thank you all.